This is the first glass of beer I got off of this 6-liter Miller Home Draft keg that I reused, and this is the last shot in the video that I put first here, just to show you how I ended up where I was. So the first thing I did is when I got home from work is I put this bottle, which had been bottle conditioned for about 2 or 3 weeks. I put it in the freezer for 2 hours. Started out at 75 degrees, and I want to see if it was cold enough, and it came in around, in the 48 range, and I thought, well, that's not quite cold enough, so I decided I was going to go ahead and put it back into the fridge, and come back and let it get a little bit colder. If you open these things up when they're too warm, and they're carbonated, pretty highly, you can end up with foaming over and whatnot. So I threw it back in there for an hour, and when I came back, I measured the temperature again, and you'll see here in a moment that it comes out to be on the order of 40 or so, 30, I can't remember exactly, about 40 or 39 or something like that. And I thought that was good enough, so I decided to go ahead and tap it. Yeah, coming out at 41 degrees or so. And so I grabbed the sanitizer, and I sprayed some down in the tap. You need to spray probably through the hose that connects, connects to the pickup, and also spray inside of the place where it connects to the bottle. I don't think you're supposed to immerse these guys. So I grabbed the little the jar opener. Still couldn't get the top off. I really torqued that down. This one actually, as it turns out, leaked. I found out after about maybe a week and some days of carbonation. No, probably most of the time. Probably 2/3 of the time, this cap was actually leaking. So I know that this beer is not as carbonated as it probably should be. What I do is I put balloons over it now, so I can detect when it's leaking. So anyway, I popped the cap off, and I'm hurrying to put this on, even though this one's not gonna foam over because it's the cap had been leaking a little bit. I tightened that down there, and you can look at another video of mine to see how to remove the stop on that so that it twists all the way down, because sometimes you get to the point where you're twisting it down and it's not enough. I didn't have the tap all the way closed there, so I got a little bit of a spill. Tap is still not closed all the way. I'm more worried about camera work than I am about keeping the kitchen clean. Finally turned the tap all the way off. Cleaned up after myself there, and so next step, I'm going to pour myself a beer here. So here's me pouring the beer, and notice I have not put in a CO2 cartridge. I'm pressing down on the bottle. Normally, if this was a carbonated, a well-carbonated beer, the beer would actually be coming out now pretty good. But as it was, I could get not all that much beer out. And I was actually pressing down on the bottle. Good thing about PET is, you can squish them and more beer will come out. So now what I'm going to do is put in a CO2 cartridge. Now I've got this rig here that I wouldn't recommend actually. I tried it. I thought it would be okay, but it's sort of a pain. I've got some tape on there to make everything sort of fit tightly. Got like 14 pennies in the bottom of this thing to make up for the difference, and I created that sleeve off of a 16-gram cartridge, and what this is an 8-gram, and I wouldn't recommend it. I just say go with the 16s. But anyway, put the cartridge in there, squeeze it on, and if you listen, I do this really as quick as I can so I don't lose any CO2. But you sort of here it put the CO2 in there, and it bubbles in there for a couple of minutes actually afterwards, and pressure's up. And now when I turn on the tap, of course it comes out nice and fast. This is an American wheat. It is cloudy. Does taste good. I'm drinking it right now. In fact, I'm going to take a sip as soon as I'm done with this recording. There's the beer. So there you have it. Nice demonstration of the Miller Home Draft System being reused on a home brew. Hope you liked it.